Hello plant community, thanks for tuning into this channel. My name is Pam, and today you guys I have a beautiful little plant unboxing. But first, before we get into this plant unboxing, because it's just unboxing one plant, I looked around my collection and I realized that there was a couple of plants in my collection that I've been added, but for some reason or another I never shared with you guys that it was an addition to. So I just thought this would be a fun one to do and to share those plants with you before we actually ended off of unwrapping this plant. Now, before we get into this, you guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe and thank you in advance. Now, I'm going to show you in no particular order. I don't believe I showed you guys these plants. So honestly, I don't believe that I did. If by chance I may have already showcased one of these plants to you, please don't beat me up. But this is what I remember, or whatever the case is. But anyway, start off with this Hoya. You already know. Start off with a Hoya. This is my Hoya berget that I got. I don't know, who did I get this from? I may have gotten this from Jack's Jungle, I think. Yeah, I think I did. Honestly, I can't remember, you guys. But I do have the regular one, too, that I got from them. So I decided to go ahead and get this berget. And I love it. I really hope that I can keep it alive. I haven't had it that long in my collection, you guys. But it did grow these two leaves right here, which is very pretty in color. So yeah, I'm super excited to see what it'll do. My next plant, y'all may have already seen it over here, and I have it right here so I can show you guys up front. Is actually my Alocasia zebrina, but I realized I just put her there and never really, I don't think, said much to y'all about her. But this is her, and I've actually had her for at least 2 months now. I can't even get her in the frame, she's so daggone big. But this is my Alocasia zebrina black stem for obvious reasons. I really love the stems, it's so beautiful. But what I really am drawn to is these massive leaves. Now, since I've had her, like I said, I've roughly had her for probably about 2 months, give or take. And thus far, I had chopped 3 leaves off. One was yellowing, and then 2 was kind of like suspect for potential type of pest. And I just wanted to cut it. I didn't even want to try to go down the road of saving the leaves. I just wanted to cut them and just be free of them. But however, ever since I've done that, it has grown. Let me see. It's getting top heavy. It has grown for me. This leaf right here, as you can see, guys. And I just love that pointiness of the stem. So this one was the first one that unraveled. And this actually just not too long ago unraveled. It's not even hardened off yet. It's still really matte and soft. But let me see if I can tilt it. Oh, goodness gracious. Guys, I mean, honestly, oh, I love her so. She giving... Okay. This pink princess almost grabbed me by the arm. I guess she's getting jealous because I'm talking about this plant. But you're not in the spotlight this time, sweetie. This one is. And man, what a beautiful. I just love the foliage, man. I love that dark green. And let me see if I can show you the back, which I really like too. It's very subtle, but I do like that subtle dark veining that's a little bit in the back. It's not as pronounced, I'm quite sure. Hopefully, as she matures, she will be pronounced, if that makes sense. But, you sit her back. She's getting top heavy. I gotta figure out, she's getting really top heavy. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna have her in here. But, as you can see, she fills out this space very nicely. Between this one and this one, it's really giving me, and Mama right here is giving me that whole nice jungle vibe that I'm after. Okay, so next plant It's another Alocasia, and these are just two baby ones that I kind of like potted up. I've had these in my collection for about at least 6 weeks, or maybe 2 months. I'm not sure, but this is the Alocasia, a baby version of the Alocasia. Is it Dragon's Breath? You guys, I've been wanting to get this plant for a long time. Isn't it cute? It's cute. I've been wanting to get this plant for quite some time. Honestly, I have not been able to find like a bigger specimen of this, and I think I got this from an Etsy grower. I can't remember which one. I wish I did, but this is actually the newest leaf that has unfurled, and there is multiple, I don't know if you can see, but there is multiple growth points growing down at the bottom. I have it sitting directly underneath of one of my Sansi lights, so she is getting a lot of regular light. Like I said, I brought two and I potted them up together. I put them in this clear pot so I can keep an eye on their roots. And another thing that I did do is I try to make sure that I water her when the top inch of the soil is dry, but also too, I put some leca balls in the bottom of it, and it's a little bit of water at the very bottom of it. And I think in my mind, my perception or concept of this is to actually create a humidity dome more or less for her. I'm not saying that she needs the humidity per se. Once again, this is a newly acquired plant added into my collection. I'm not quite sure, but I want this plant to be very successful and happy. So I already know I'm trying to be mindful of the watering, the lighting, as well as possible humidity, but I'll play it by ear if she starts to decline. Again, she's only been in my collection for less than 2 months. Now, moving on to the next one before we get to this beautiful unboxing. This is another plant that you may have seen somewhere over here. I'm not quite sure. And I brought two of them as well from two separate growers. I'm not quite sure why I did that. I take that back. No, I did not. I'm lying to you. I actually brought these two plants from the same grower, just at two separate times. And the goal is because I wanted to actually put it into this self-watering pot, and I knew that the one plant it would be too much for the space. So, and this is my Anthurium clarinerviums, I believe. And I love this plant so much. I'm really getting out my comfort zone when it comes to these Anthuriums. I'm still going to be careful with it because I don't have like a humidity cabinet or anything like that. So, this is pretty much going to be my humidity dome. I have to be mindful of it and really strategic when I buy certain types of plants, if that makes sense. But I've had her, and I want to say for these babies for a little bit over 2 months. I put them in the self-watering pot that I had acquired from one of my planty save trips that I take from time to time at Rite Aid. But anyway, you guys, this plant is beautiful, and it's giving me, this is the latest leaf, this leaf, and it feels like it's trying to starting to harden off. And then this leaf right here, I don't know if it's still growing because it's still soft. It has not hardened off yet. They both kind of came in very, very tiny, and with each passing day they're getting big. I love the beautiful crystals that's in the veination. Very stunning. And this plant is very happy in this self-watering pot, because I'm going to show you guys already just within less than, well, within a 2-month time span that the roots are starting to come out of the pot. So I know for certain, let me show you. Look at that. I know for certain that she is happy and she's liking what I'm doing. So, unless she declines in some way, oh yeah, as you can tell which way I have her sitting, because clearly, but yeah. She's happy and I cannot be mad at her. So those are the 4 plants, you guys, that I believe I never introduced to y'all. And now they're here. And I think sometimes, you guys, I don't do it. And it's not because I really want to keep a hold of or keep it secret. I think when I buy plants that I'm not 100% certain or sure how I will grow them or if they will do well, I tend to hold back a little bit. And I know sometimes alocasias for me, certain types, can be quite a little bit challenging. I'm not too familiar with the particulars of all Anthuriums. I have some in my collection, which is, for the most part, I think, in here, give or take. And that's just a learning curve. And I was a little bit worried or apprehensive to share this with you guys because I did buy the original fishtail Hoya about a year or so ago. She died on me due to my inexperienced knowledge of care. So I have this one along with another regular variety. So I'm not feeling confident that I can grow them, but hey, I am giving it all that I have. And I think that's what took me so long, honestly, to share with you guys these plant babies. So hopefully they'll do well. If not, maybe I'll have a takeaway, some kind of learning life lesson as far as my plant journey is concerned, and I can share those tips or what I've noticed with you guys. So now we're here, and I figured it would be right, since I started the video off with a Hoya, that I'm going to end it with a Hoya. And this is a Hoya plant, you guys, that I've kind of been wanting. I've kind of had it on my imaginary wish list. And I'm saying imaginary wish list, you guys, because in the beginning of this year, I wasn't even having a wish list. My whole goal was to actually focus on the care of the plants that I already had in my collection. And although I give myself credit, I have been focusing on the care, but I have went absolutely bananas with buying plants. And this year, for some reason, I don't know why, but I have. And I just feel like, sometimes you work hard, you get something, you want something, get it. So that's what I did. Get it within reason. And these plants, I just could not let go because it was a good deal, and this was one of the plants that I wanted. And I got this from an Etsy seller, you guys. The Etsy grower name is Rare Foliage Plant Company, or CO. Rare Foliage Plant CO Company. I am saying that because she is becoming one of my most frequented Etsy person I go to on the Etsy store to buy a plant. I feel confident that the plant is going to arrive in a healthy form and that it's going to be well wrapped and packaged. So I don't know, I just trust this grower. And I don't know, check her out if you get a chance. But this is how it looks. I guess no need to do the peanuts because it's wrapped in the tissue. Yeah. And, well, not tissue, what's this? This fluff, what we call it. And I guess this is a 4-inch planter. And let's see. I ordered this plant on a Friday, I believe Friday or Saturday, and it's a Thursday. And it's Friday basically, and it probably would have been here actually yesterday, but yesterday was a holiday, so okay. And they have the tag. I'm not going to show y'all just yet. I'm trying to open it up, and boy, she is okay. Oh God, I've been wanting this plant for a minute. You guys, wait. This is, y'all might already see what it is. Only one little leaf just fell off, which is fine. It didn't make it, but that's okay. Look at these tendrils. Oh man. Okay, wait a minute. I don't want to damage the stem. Oh, wait, she's on it. Oh. She's looking pretty good. She's looking pretty good. Alright. So this, you guys, is the Hoya Michelle. Oh, I've been wanting this plant for quite some time. I love it. Look at that. I'm going to try to open up. You see how it's wrapped really tightly? Cellophane down the bottom. And some more fluff and stuff inside the plant pot. And she does, for the most part, most of her Hoyas, she used like a cocoa chip for her planting medium, which is really good for Hoyas. It really is. Their little delicate roots. And for the most part, I mean, really, and this isn't even, you know, this is not sponsored or anything like that, but honestly, you guys, I encourage y'all to check her out because she gives me very good plants, and I love the quality of it. Haven't really had any issues so far, and I've been buying a lot of plants from her, honestly, and I haven't had any issues from her. And if you do buy, just, I don't know, put something in the message saying Full of Foliage sent you. Maybe we could do a collab. I would love to one day with her. But guys, look, this is, look at that. Hoya Michelle. Oh, that leaf is just everything. When I tell you it's everything, it's everything. Wow, this is nice. It's subtle, so hopefully I can get more of the splashing. This leaf is really big, but it's very promising because, like I said, these growth points, I mean, man, super excited. So yeah, so that ends my video, you guys. Let me know which one is your favorite out of the 5 that I've shared with you today. And let me know which ones you already have in your collection. Are they good growers? Any challenges that you may have had, successes that you've had, please share the love. I would love to hear from you. But this wraps this video up, you guys. Keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planty things, definitely subscribe to this channel if you have not. And please push those thumbs up. Push them up, you guys. It's been helping my channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate all y'all support, from the kind words to the nice comments to the thumbs up to the likes. I appreciate it all. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, guys, much love. I'll see you later.